The hidden laws of wealth no one told you about before a man ever touches $1 million. Before he owns land, leads people, or leaves a legacy, he must first face himself. And that's where most men fail. You want to know why only a handful become rich? Why 97% live paycheck to paycheck, praying, hoping, begging for a break that never comes? It's because they never knew the rules. Not the rules of business, not the rules of banking. I'm talking about the rules of becoming the kind of person who deserves to be rich. There are laws that govern wealth, not written in any book of finance, but carved deep into the psychology of every self-made man who's ever lived. And the truth is, these rules are not optional. You either obey them, or you get crushed by life. In this video, I'm going to reveal 5 unbreakable rules. The rules every rich man follows, whether he realizes it or not. Rules that, once understood, flip your mind from lack to abundance, from fear to power, from survival to legacy. But be warned, this isn't for the weak. This isn't for the man who wants to stay comfortable. This is for the man who is ready to rise, no matter the cost. Are you that man? Then, stay with me, because by the end of this video, you'll never look at money, time, or yourself the same way again. Rule number 1. You must become the master of your mind. Before you control anything else, let me tell you something most people never grasped. The man who cannot control his thoughts will never control his future. Wealth doesn't begin in your hands. It doesn't start in your job, your investments, or your lucky break. That it begins in the silence between your ears, in your thoughts, your decisions, your inner dominion. And yet, how many men do you know walk through life like slaves to their emotions? They get angry, and they explode. They get tired, and they quit. They get scared, and they hide. And they wonder why nothing changes. Why they keep spinning in circles. Let me give you the truth no one else will say out loud. If your emotions are in charge, you are not. To become rich, you must become a master of your internal world. That means training your mind like a soldier trains his body, detecting weak thoughts and killing them before they kill your future, refusing to let fear run your decisions, and instead, choosing purpose over comfort. This is why I wake at 4 a.m. not because it's trendy, not because it sounds impressive, but because it's the hour of war, and the enemy is always within. The average man is chasing tactics. The rich man is mastering his psychology. Here's what you must do today. Eliminate excuses from your vocabulary. Set a daily mental discipline. Silence, journaling, visualization, and remind yourself you are not your feelings. You are your will, because until you can govern your mind, no riches will ever remain in your hands. Control yourself, and you'll control the world. Rule number 8. Delay gratification or delay success. There is no in-between. Make it crystal clear your ability to delay. Gratification is the #1 predictor of your future wealth. The reason 97% stay broke is simple. They want now. They want fast. They want comfort. But wealth does not come to those who chase pleasure. It comes to those who postpone pleasure for purpose. Look around you. The broke man cannot wait. He can't wait to eat. He can't wait to scroll. He can't wait to spend. He sees a little money and immediately buys what he wants. New phone, new shoes, weekend trip, because he is owned by the need to feel good now. But the rich man, he sees the same money and says, no, not yet. I'll invest. I'll build. I'll grow. He understands a law the poor man never learns. The longer you can wait, the bigger the reward. You must learn to make decisions that pay off next year, not just next weekend. If you wake up early, save money, build discipline, it may not feel good today, but 6 months from now, you'll be living a life that the impulse-driven man will never touch. So I ask you, can you suffer now to succeed later? Can you trade comfort for power? Can you starve your distractions and feed your destiny? Every time you say no to something easy, you're saying yes to something greater. Start small. Skip the dopamine traps. Put your phone down when you wake up. Skip the sugar. Skip the Netflix. Skip the instant fixes. And instead, read, write, plan, move, build. Because self-denial today becomes self-respect tomorrow. Burn this rule into your soul. He who sacrifices today owns the world tomorrow. Rule number 3. If you don't control your environment, it will control you. Let me give it to you straight. Your environment is either feeding your power or poisoning your potential. You are not stronger than your surroundings, not for long. If you're surrounded by negativity, distractions, gossip, laziness, weakness, don't fool yourself into thinking you'll somehow rise above it. Environment is invisible influence. It's the silent force shaping your thoughts, your emotions, your actions without your permission. That's why I'm telling you, if you truly want to become rich, you must engineer your environment like your life depends on it, because it does. Start by asking, who do I spend my time around? What kind of conversations dominate my day? What sounds, images, habits surround me at home? What voices do I allow into my ears, into my mind? You want to be rich, but your room looks like a battlefield. Your phone is a circus of distraction. Your friends are energy leeches. And your evenings are eaten up by meaningless noise. Let me be brutal. You cannot build a millionaire mindset in a broke environment. Here's what you must do. Clean your space. A cluttered room reflects a cluttered mind. Silence the noise. Turn off the TV. Delete the garbage apps. Create a war zone for success. Books, silence, movement, structure. Surround yourself with content, mentors, and models that elevate you. Because, listen to me now, if you spend your time around broke thinkers, you will absorb broke thoughts. You may think, I'm different, I'm smarter. But Rule number 4, think like an investor, not a consumer. Here's the raw truth. Rich people don't think like consumers, they think like investors. That one mental shift will separate you from 97% of people forever. The average person sees money as something to spend. They get paid, and their mind immediately asks, what can I buy? What can I wear? What can I show off? But the rich mind doesn't ask what it can spend. It asks, what can I multiply? Where can I plant this money so it grows? That's the difference. Poor minds see money as something to trade for pleasure. Rich minds see money as a seed, a tool for expansion. Every dollar in your hand has a destiny. It will either disappear in useless consumption, or it will go to war for you. Building wealth, security, and freedom. Now ask yourself this. Do you invest in your mind? Do you invest in skills? Do you invest in assets? Things that grow in value over time, or do you just chase dopamine? Buy shiny things to impress people who don't even matter. Trade your financial future for a few moments of false status. Let me be very clear. If you live like you're rich before you are, you'll stay poor forever. Wealth is not about how much you earn, it's about how much you retain and how smartly you allocate it. The broke mindset says, I only have $100. I can't invest. The millionaire mindset says, I only have $100. I must invest. Whether it's time, money, or energy, the rule is simple. Stop asking, how do I spend this? Start asking, how do I grow this? Learn to think in terms of return on investment ROI in every area of your life. Don't just scroll. Ask, is this feeding or draining me? Don't just eat. Ask, is this fueling or weakening me? Don't just work. Ask, is this building long-term leverage? Every choice is a financial or spiritual investment. And when you truly internalize this mindset, every second of your life becomes sacred. The consumer lives for today. The investor builds for tomorrow. If you want freedom, not just money, but time, peace, and power, then this rule must become your religion. Never spend money without asking, will this make me stronger, richer, or wiser? If the answer is no, walk away. Rule number 5, you must sacrifice who you are for who you can become. Listen closely. Every great transformation demands a price, and the price for becoming rich is sacrifice. Not forever, but long enough to outgrow the weak version of yourself that's holding you back. You can't become a new person while clinging to the old habits. You can't build wealth while chasing comfort. You can't rise if you refuse to let go of what's pulling you down. This is the harsh truth most never want to face. The version of you who becomes rich does not exist yet. You must create him. But here's the catch. To create the new you, you must kill the old one. That means saying no when everyone else says yes, working when others party, investing when others spend, waking up early when your body screams to stay asleep, believing when there's no proof yet. It means letting go of the people who drain you, the habits that numb you, and the excuses that protect your mediocrity. It means becoming absolutely unreasonable with your standards. You think discipline is hard. You think sacrifice is unfair. Let me tell you what's truly hard. Living with regret, wasting your potential, being broke in your 40s, watching others win while you stay stuck, knowing deep down that you could have been more, but you chose comfort over greatness. The world doesn't give wealth to the soft. It gives it to those who prove they can handle power. And power demands responsibility. If you're not willing to sacrifice who you are, you will never become who you could be. So ask yourself, are you willing to trade your nights of mindless entertainment for years of unstoppable momentum? Are you willing to risk being misunderstood, criticized, and doubted in exchange for building an empire no one can take from you? Are you ready to walk alone for a while so you can live differently forever? Because that's what it takes. You don't become rich by luck. You don't stumble into success. You build it with sweat, discipline, and relentless refusal to remain ordinary. Final words. Your turn to Dicey Dove. Heard the rules. Now ask yourself, are you going to be part of the 97% who talk or the 3% who build? Will you let another year pass in excuses, or will you rise today? Will you sacrifice pleasure for purpose, weakness for wealth, average for abundance? Because now the decision is yours, the path is open, the rules are clear, and the only thing left is action. So I'll leave you with this question. Now, are you finally ready to change yourself? Or will this be just another video you watched and forgot? Make your move.